In today's video, we'll continue the alternate future of the world series. And well, a war breaks out. Well, that's kind of obviously going to happen by now. So an attack happens over here. They blame the Ukrainian and Baltic nations for this. And they deny it. They demand reparations of hundreds of dollars. But they both refuse to pay, as they get war declared upon. And two things happens. The weaker nations end up falling pretty quick. And well, they cross the border over here. And well, Poland and Bulgaria and Hungary decide to join for land gains, as this quickly becomes a two-front war. And a small offensive is launched, as this nation is fairly strong. Well, as the Baltic nations surrendering, the South Germany decides to join, which is something they shouldn't be doing. But I guess they don't care. As well, they quickly launch an offensive. And then two offensives are launched against Czechoslovakia and Slovakia, with the German nation collapsing it, with an offensive in the east being launched, but it doesn't move much. And an offensive over here moves north of the Dnieper River, and they meet forces here as forces enter Kiev, and it falls. And then they advance north of Crimea. This is not a good spot to attack from because it's such a narrow piece of land. Not a great idea. So they come in over here. And well, the nation has no chance of survival. So they collapse. And well, over here, the Green Alliance decides to turn this into a joint occupation zone. They have it divided, but they decide to occupy it since they're soon going to be done occupying it. They let it do this. So let's look at the peace treaty. Slovakia was partitioned, Germany annexed most of the Czechia area, and Hungary annexed most of the Slovak area of it, and this tiny area over here is given to Poland. Poland takes parts of Lithuania, a corridor to it, and they also take western Ukraine. They take lands from Ukraine up to the Dnieper. They take lands up a bit, and then Russia takes the rest of both nations. And as you can see, they are both stronger. And well, all these nations have grown in strength. But one nation has some problems. With the Chad area, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, and Kenya and Tanzania declaring independence. So let's see how this nation looks after it's happening. As you can see, they're all independent. But they still own Somaliland and Djibouti. That's spread off. And while after a vote, Italy manages to annex this piece of France. Yes, a part of France gets annexed. But that's as far as anything goes. And well, that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment while Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!